You're quite studious. How splendid.
As head of the Judish royal family, I have an announcement to all citizens of this beautiful nation. Our country's history is a rich one, having been passed down through generations from the time of its first blessed king. But a piece of that history, the lovely Molda, was unjustly taken by the Ruzi Empire. What's more, these lands of plenty are the target of Ruz's plot to cut us off from the resources that are our rights. Now, as you know, I value peace and friendship above all. The Crown made its utmost effort to properly resolve this situation through sincere action and earnest negotiation. Yet, the severity of this crisis has only escalated, and the people have begun to cry out for mercy. Considering these facts, I grow ashamed of my unworthiness. And so, the Kingdom of Jutland has decided to show its strength by standing against the schemes of imperial tyranny. Therefore, I hereby declare war on the Ruzi Empire.
The response to your column's been amazing.
Well, you did a lot to promote it.
What do you say to working for us again? You're single-handedly boosting sales. I'm sure we could swing you more money if that's what you want.
Nah, the freelance life suits me.
Fair enough. If you ever change your mind, just let me know. Honestly, ever since you left, the whole paper's editorial tone has shifted slightly.
Oh yeah?
It's like no one's afraid to speak up anymore. I bet readers have noticed the change as well. Just walking down the street, I can tell things are different now. Ever since we took back Molda, the fog of Ruz's oppression has lifted.
Still, it would have been better to avoid war altogether. But since that ship's already sailed, I suppose the people who pushed for it must shoulder that responsibility.
You say that like you had a hand in it.
Of course not.
Just do what you do best. Right. We're all waiting to see what you come up with next.
The whole industry's starting to mobilize, boss.
Hell yeah!
The smart companies are getting busy. War's just an excuse.
That's good business, both for Jutland and the Ragnite biz.
Good to see you, sir.
Keep up the hard work. But try to clock out on time, yeah? Don't make your mama cry.
Yes, sir.
The war economy's coming. While everyone's rooting for us to win big, now's our chance to rake in the dough. Don't get cold feet accepting orders, got it? Competition's already heating up.
You got it, boss.
Is this really all right, Mr. President?
Don't worry so much. If we don't ride out this wave, we'll be left high and dry while our rivals are swimming in cash.
But the higher-ups in the Ragnite Manufacturing Union were opposed to the war, weren't they? They stressed that instead of agitating the Empire, we ought to focus on negotiating for fewer economic restrictions. So, won't this lead to a direct confrontation with the Union?
Even better. I can finally outplay those tight-assed coots. It'll be perfect. That said, they do got a good nose for money. Chances are, they'll support the military as soon as they smell profit. And that's when the real games begin.
I get it. Okay, Mr. President, you call the shots.
And that's that. Boss, what's our next step? Even if we take orders, we don't have enough Ragnite to fulfill them.
Leave that to our boys in battle. We keep winning, and we'll be up to our balls in blue rocks. Stick to your quotas, okay? On that note, we're gonna give the anti-Valkyria squad our full support. After all, what better advertisement could there be than an elite force kicking Roozy ass with our weapons?
The Wunderkind of Jutland's government has returned!
I'm terribly sorry for being late.
Worry not. We weren't surprised at all when the messenger informed us of the situation.
It sounds like you had quite the debate with that moderate Councilman Lindegard.
I don't think politics would make for an interesting topic at the dinner table.
Everyone wants to hear about it. We were just talking about the day you persuaded the king on the necessity of this war.
You exaggerate, sir.
No need to be humble. Many of those here once held office as well, and they'd never heard of something so counterintuitive. To think that war would be what shines a ray of hope on a closed-off country. And what happened? The gunfire at the Empire's towering base in Molda became the light that illuminated Jutland.
Lord Madkind, I understand your desire to praise your future son-in-law, but it's a letdown hearing you tell the tale. We haven't even had a toast to celebrate his return yet.
Oh, where are my manners? Please excuse me, Lord Ostrad.
Don't worry about it, Lord Madkind. In fact, I'm quite thankful for it. Solomon, would you do the honors?
Me, Father?
Don't keep everyone waiting.
Very well. At this time, I think there is only one suitable toast to give. To Jutland's victory.
That's right, to victory.
To victory!
Furthermore, I have an announcement to make.
What is it?
The hostilities have begun. With that in mind, I'd like to delay Sophia's and my wedding until after the war. Until the day Jutland seizes victory.
Solomon, what's gotten into you? Does Sophia know about this?
This is my decision, and it's the first time I've mentioned it. I'm sorry for not discussing this with you.
I had a feeling you would say that.
You talk as if this has nothing to do with you.
Father, Solomon is very hard both on himself and on others. He feels that it would not be right for only him to be happy during this time of war.
It's all right, Sophia. You don't have to go out of your way to defend me. Please excuse my selfishness. I simply wish to focus on changing this country.
Our Ragnite supply is going to take a hit if Ipsaria falls under a Judish banner.
Well, it's not like Ipsaria is our only source of Ragnite.
That's true, but then again...
What's happening in Ipsaria? Jutland.
Excuse me. Where is that Ragnite going?
I've heard it's headed to Jutland. Who are you, by the way? Looking for work in the mines?
No.
If you're interested, I can put in a good word for you. They don't call it the Lands of Plenty for nothing. Why, it's thanks to Jutland that Ipsaria is back on its feet.
Thank you for your time.
That Jutish envoy's speech to Ipsaria was an outrage. I know a challenge to the superpower's authority when I hear one.
It wasn't just me, then? If we do not make a move soon, they may come for one of our territories next.
And yet our Ruzi representative has yet to show his face.
So it seems, even after calling us here in the small hours.
He told us to meet at once, but I can't help but wonder if the Emperor intends to sleep through this catastrophe.
Your Majesty.
Thank you for waiting.
We understand you're a busy man. I trust you've heard about Jutland's speech and...
Of course, we have heard.
They may as well have declared war against all of Europa. This embargo was initially your Majesty's idea, was it not? You said Jutland was not worth any military expenditures because they'd give up and fall in line after just 1 year. But the result? Like a beast at bay, Jutland bore its fangs.
Franken society calls it the trading band's just desserts. Ipsaria is the price of having one's cake and eating it too.
This is the very reason Preutzen stayed out of the blockade.
Even so, you can hardly pretend this isn't your problem too.
Precisely. Your nation doesn't want to make enemies of us.
What was that?
Gentlemen, this is no time to be quibbling over trifles. At any rate, I think we all wish to hear from your Majesty. I shan't mince words. How could you underestimate Jutland?
I could ask the same of you.
I won't deny it. Regardless, had we shown discretion after the Mulder incident, the outcome today may have been different, don't you agree?
How rude. This war is already proceeding according to our design.
And what would that be exactly?
We needed a reason to strike Jutland when they did not bend to economic pressure.
Are you claiming this sordid affair is all of your devising?
No matter what Jutland says, the fact that they attacked us justifies our invasion. We will show them what happens when a small nation dares to defy an empire.
But winter fast approaches. Are you ready and able to fight?
The battlefront is further south. Weather conditions will be much milder, with barely any snow to hinder us. Our only concern is keeping the supply chain uninterrupted. But we have more than enough troops positioned to defend it. As the war drags on, the Jutes will tire. When they do, we use the opportunity to fortify our strength.
Leave everything to us.
Captain Gronkair! I brought my mother and grandmother. Gran wants to thank you personally.
For what?
For Ipsaria, dear. Thank you ever so much. My little sister sends her gratitude too, I'm sure.
Oh, my aunt married into an Ipsarian family, so
I see.
we're so grateful to you for liberating them. We've heard the living conditions there were getting worse and worse.
Well, it's not all sunshine and rainbows over here either. But it feels like they've had it even rougher than us.
It's thanks to Vannergan Jutland won these battles, Mom.
Oh yes, quite right. We're oh so very thankful to you all.
That's yours, Captain?
Yeah,
And you take care of it yourself?
of course.
Hans's mom, huh?
She wanted to thank us for liberating Ipsaria.
Yeah, we heard. They must have been really happy, what with how much they were bowing to you. We're not fighting to be thanked, but it does feel pretty good. What do you think, Captain?
It's appreciated, but I wish they wouldn't.
First question. The word princess doesn't usually call to mind someone wielding a sword or gun. I admit even now, sitting in front of you, trying to imagine you braving the battlefield is...
A bit difficult?
Yes, excuse my bluntness.
I did not want to be trapped by conventional ideas of what a princess ought to be. As I learned in my institute days, there is much and more I would never have known without leaving the palace walls.
It's my understanding that you excelled at the Institute of Alchemy.
Alchemy was not the only subject I studied there. I met people from many walks of life, and from them fostered different ways of thinking. 'Twas like entering a new world. Those experiences made me who I am today. And as a member of the royal family who holds the kingdom's fate in my hand, I felt it was my duty to protect the people I had met.
And that sense of duty is what compelled you to join Vannergund?
Just so. I applied the moment it was established.
And your father, His Majesty, did not oppose this at all?
But of course he did, along with half the country. Nevertheless, I worked hard to earn everyone's understanding and approval. Fortunately, my Ragnite aptitude complements my convictions. I suspect that played a role in swaying their opinions. History tells of many royal women who have taken the field. I am certainly no exception.
Well, this is true. I've heard stories of a Brennish princess who once led the charge in battle herself.
As you may know, the blood of that same princess flows through my veins.
Are you saying you were born for this?
At present, I believe that fighting connects me to my subjects, so to speak. The battlefield reminds me of what it means to be royalty. Some call me a savior, but I do not deserve such a name. In combat, I am but a soldier. I learned that lesson well. Untethered by titles, I can wield a sword without restraint. Knowing that I stand with 8 million Judish lives at my back is what gives me the strength to fight another day.
Words I'm sure will give any who read this piece strength.
Why, thank you. My world has grown much wider thanks to the people I've met, both at the Institute and among my friends in the squad. They too are connected to countless other lives. Once I realized that, it felt as if liberating a country was like bringing freedom to each and every one of its citizens.
Restoring their freedom, huh? I see.
I heard you left the country.
What nonsense.
Then where, pray tell, have you been these past few days?
The bathhouses.
Without so much as notifying your fiancé?
You're a man as well. I'm sure you can hazard a guess.
You cannot deceive me.
You honestly say the strangest things.
I object to all warfare, no matter how pretty its trappings. Others may blindly follow such propaganda, but not I.
Oh? Propaganda?
Nothing but tragedy lies at the end of a military campaign. War is evil.
Then how would you explain the present situation? If we gave in to the embargo and became unable to function as a country, what could a single member of parliament do?
At least I made an effort. I stayed in Ruse till negotiations were scraped together from naught.
Yet naught came from it. The war is producing results. Make no mistake, this was done because I love our country.
My love for this nation is not inferior to yours.
And that's fine, isn't it? Let's work together for the sake of our country.
Lord Madkine.
Oh, Councilman Lindegard.
There is something I wish to ask you, if I may.
Oh? What's that?
Where is Councilman Kallenberg? I've not seen him for days.
What business do you have with Solomon?
There are rumors that he has left the country. Forgive my impertinence. I only asked because you and Miss Sophia shall soon be uniting your family with his. I merely assumed one of you might know his whereabouts.
I haven't heard anything. How about you?
I haven't either. He doesn't talk very much about work.
Thank you for letting us know, Councilman. I'll ask where he went the next time I see him.
Analysis is being conducted as quickly as possible, but we believe there is ulterior motive to Jutland taking Dunfalst.
Your Majesty fought Brenland for Dunfalst. I wonder what they think of this.
Indeed. Should we call for the ambassador?
That will not be necessary. His words will amount to naught. There is, however, someone far more worthy of our attention. The one who oversaw the establishment of Ipseria's and Dunfolst's interim governments. Investigate this man.
As you wish.
It seems you've been standing out too much. The Empire has their eyes on you.
I suppose that proves they aren't completely blind. Why not show more concern for your well-being, rather than for other people?
I'll be fine. I'm heading back to Ruse. He's waiting for me. There's been some movement in the army. I'm going to investigate.
Looks like you got a tail. Huh. Leave it to me.
Don't you screw with me, asshole!
This is all just a misunderstanding!
Did you expect me to buy that crap?
Huh? Sorry. Please help! This guy's gonna beat me up! Hey, let me go!
Oh, we got a wise guy, huh? Now listen here, buddy.
What brings you here?
I ask the same of you. You come here often. Do you have business with the departed? Who is this man to you?
A friend.
From his remains, I feel an intense emotion. A powerful will that tries to burn this man to ash.
A powerful will, you say?
The blade was full of rage. Perhaps resentment.
An undying grudge, so to speak. These tombs house more than a few of those.
I know this blade.
Where's His Majesty?
He went to see Balthus.
Perhaps to swear revenge. I can almost feel the warm embrace of spring.
The moon seems so much fuller. We put the king and his heir to sleep on a night like this.
Yes, it was just as quiet.
Sometimes I still dream about the evening of the coup.
Do you know?
Surprised?
I can't say that I ever have.
What a thrill it was. The beginning of a new age for us all.
Everything changed once His Majesty summoned the Valkyria.
His Majesty's a real terror. Even with the backing of death itself, doing in your own father and brother takes guts. But it was also the start of greater ruse.
You're drunk.
It was Balthus who dealt with the Crown Prince that eve.
Balthus knew how to get things done. He could tear an enemy apart, all while wearing a smile. Ruse would have never maintained its foreign relations without him.
Aren't you chatty tonight?
I guess you spurred me on. I think the five of us did a fine job building up greater ruse through each of our specialties. Gustav, the man who attacked you at Avalon. I think that's who killed Balthus.
Now there's a face I won't soon forget. If that alchemist was his killer, I'll take care of it.
More importantly,
Hmm?
what are your thoughts on his replacement?
Maxime? His induction into the Grand Generals came as a surprise, but that's all part of the fun. If nothing else, his combat prowess piques my interest.
I see. So you approve?
And you don't?
I believe it's too soon to judge.
How very prudent, and yet how boring.
What can I say? It's my nature.
Medals pile at your feet as the heads of our enemies roll, Maxime. You are nigh unstoppable.
What does your Majesty wish to seize next?
Rest, for the nonce. We must inspect your arm. It really was the correct choice to take you under our wing, to accomplish so much for us. You are the perfect soldier.
This is a true story.
Come on in. Come back anytime.
How are you?
Hey, Captain.
Good day to you. What?
What's up?
Yo!
What's the matter?
Yo!
Good day to you.
What?
Need something?
What's up?
Wonderful.
Op details are as follows. That is all.
Let's do this! No match for us.
I'm not drunk.
Intercept the enemy!
Who's next?
Keep it up!
Let's go!
Commander down!
Keep it up!
How about this? This'll be easy.
We can do this! Sorry.
Watch out! Right?
Lightning stab!
See ya!
Sorry.
Who's next?
Need more training.
Retreat! Wasn't yet. Come with me!
Enemy commander down! Lightning stab! Sorry.
Come with me!
You ready?
Come with me!
Commander down!
Got this. Keep it up.
All right.
I got this!
Burn them all!
Let's go!
I swear I'm not drunk.
Let's do this!
Take the offensive! You ready?
You damn jutes!
I swear I'm not drunk.
Take this! Who's next? Reinforcements! Commander down!
On the attack!
Let's do this!
Take this!
Let's go all out!
All right. We can do it! Get lost!
ready? Let's end this!
Watch out! It's hot! Watch out! It's hot!
Who's next?
Watch out! It's hot! Here I go!
Swear I'm not drunk.
Keep it up! How about this? Lightning go break! Roll! Lightning stab!
You ready? I've got it!
Sorry about this!
Burn them all! Let's go! Lightning stab! Burn them all!
Swear I'm not drunk.
Lightning go break!
Over already?
You ready?
See ya.
We can handle
Open
this!
fire! I'm not like
Let's end this!
not like
Get lost! All right,
Come with me!
Tough I am!
on a search. Who's next?
I'm not drunk.
Do this! What do I do? Commander down! Incoming! Watch it! On a search. Incoming! Watch it!
Come with me! Good warm-up. It's over.
Lightning stab! Watch out! Hot!
Come with me!
Didn't
Swear
have what
I'm
it
not
takes!
drunk.
Lightning stab!
All right, time to cut off. See ya.
Commander down!
Need more training!
It's
Got
over.
this! Give me all you
All
got!
right.
Go!
No match for us.
No way!
Let's do this.
Watch out!
Who's next?
Lightning
We can do this!
Sorry,
Enemy commander
pal.
down! You ready?
Who's
go!
next?
Glad you're all okay.
As expected.
Yo!
Well done. Well done.
Op details are as follows. That is all. Dismissed.
Drat. I was hoping they'd improve its aesthetic appearance. Something more majestic, more magnificent, more like me.
I mean, we really don't have room to complain, but I get it. Maybe I could put a ribbon on mine.
Not you too, Helena. Thanks a ton for your frank opinions. Sorry. No, really. You're saving us a whole lot of cash on paid focus groups, so don't hold back.
Your attention, please. We'll be splitting into 2 teams and performing a mock battle.
Your alchemic armaments are ready to rumble.
Shall we begin, Captain?
Go for it.
Squad A, step forward. Commence attack.
Let's commence the operation.
Let's go!
I think we got this.
Lightning! We can do this! Lightning stab! Lightning stab!
I'm going in.
I won't go
Watch out! This is all you got!
Here we go.
Let's go! Lightning stab!
I'll show you.
Give me all you got!
Incoming reinforcement!
Let's begin the lesson.
Charge!
Keep an eye on this!
Run away now.
Here we
Let's
go.
go! Lightning stab! Give it your all!
I'll rock your world.
Sorry! Lightning stab!
I'll rock your world.
Lightning strike!
Here we go.
Give me all
I'll
you
show you
got!
how to fight.
Let's go!
Here we go.
Give me all you
Begin the
got!
lesson.
Watch out! It's hot!
Here we go.
I'll show you how
Let's
to
go!
fight.
Lightning stab!
Here we go.
Here they come!
Begin the lesson.
Here I go!
Let's go! Lightning stab!
They've got backup.
Lightning stab! Lightning stab!
Watch out! It's hot!
I got
Lightning stab! Lightning strike!
I'll show you how to fight.
Give me all you got!
Here we go.
How about this? Here I go!
I'm ending this.
Let's go!
Here I go!
Lightning strike!
Be gone.
Lightning stab!
I'm going in. Let's begin the lesson.
Lightning stab! Lightning stab!
We won't be able to gather any solid data at this rate. Hey guys, fighting small fries like that'd be boring, right?
Damn straight.
I beg your pardon?
Squad B will now raid Squad A.
Pardon?
Follow me! Looks like they saw us. This'll be a good meal.
Hardly to lose.
Think about it!
Me.
Yep, let's go!
gotta be kidding me! This isn't good. I don't like this. Let's withdraw.
Can you dodge this?
What do I do?
Show's over!
Bring out the booze!
Is that a new muscle?
I'd wager those are good to go in real combat, no prob.
We appreciate all your help.
Don't sweat it. Happy to lend a hand so Jetland can win big.
I'm glad we can count on you.
You're quite studious. How splendid. This is a true story.
I came across a nice bottle. I wanted to open it with you.
Goodness. Shouldn't you share it with your fellow officers?
No, it has to be you. It'll be wasted on that lot who can only think about promotion. Besides, I feel at ease when I'm with you. You're someone I can trust.
Oh.
What is it?
Did something happen?
Nothing interesting. Just a lot of things at home. I'm surprised you noticed.
When you drink like that, it usually means something happened.
Okay, not only at home. Things have been busy at work, too.
But you still made time to see me.
Lieutenant Colonel Smirnov trusted Violet. It's said that she would glean bits of inside information from him, then move on to his fellow officers to find evidence supporting what she learned.
It seems that you visit Ipsaria at every opportunity.
Yes, sire.
Do you miss your motherland?
Ipsaria is Rue's territory that must be reclaimed. It was simply reconnaissance on the enemy.
Be at ease. We merely jest.
Sire, I wish to ask something.
Speak.
For what reason does your majesty advocate hegemony?
An amusing inquiry.
Jutland's princes spoke of protecting the people. I was wondering if all who stand atop their domain feel the same.
Such youthful naivete as ever. We assume the role of hegemon, of course, for our own sake.
One's own sake.
Are we not a man born in troubled times? Though life is all too short, we refuse to die before standing atop the world. Each step we take brings us closer to our manifest destiny. We will go anywhere. We would walk over anyone to reach our destination. Ruse, Ipsaria, Jutland, the Valkyria. Even you. Everybody. Everything exists to follow our divine mandate. It is unlike us to speak so freely. Maxime, it now occurs to us why we took you under our wing. It may be that we see a shadow of our past self within you.
Your Majesty's past?
We too were once second in line to the throne. At the time, Ruse was a small country, lacking in resources and relevance. We, however, held greater ambitions, and so we set about to raise this nation into a hegemony that would span the globe. Around this time, we obtained the Valkyria. Its power would prove to be our first step in following the way of kings. Then, to increase our imperial strength, we took control of the neighboring countries, hence the conquest of Ipsaria. Anything that is not a stepping stone is an obstacle to us. Expanding Ruse's territory made it equal to the world powers. Naturally, we have gained many enemies on the road to rule. Deflecting attempts on our life is an everyday occurrence. Though grudges and vendettas surround us, we regret nothing. We shall shoulder the suffering of those who fell before us. It is that unwavering resolve which paves our path of power.
How glorious. His Majesty's unfaltering words always resonate with me. Why then do I feel as if something bothers me?
We place our faith in you, Grand General Maxime.
Thank you, sire. His Majesty's resolve and the hegemony he spoke of, they are noble and without doubt. It speaks to my very being. But I cannot see what lies beyond. After he conquers the world, do happiness and peace wait in the future? Peace.
Our target is here. Glotzen.
This colony's been under the Empire's heel for a while now.
I managed to dig up this interesting story over wine.
Is this information credible?
I got in contact with other officers and found evidence. The Empire's investing heavily in Glotzen to develop a weapon greater than anything we've seen.
With winter ending, they must be gearing up again.
So, we've been cooking up some kick-ass monotech of our own.
Apparently yours can't even compare, Baz.
As if the Valkyria is not enough.
Simply having a powerful weapon at the ready has meaning. It doubles as a demonstration for the major powers, too. However, even it has its limits.
How do you mean?
There's only one Valkyria. It can't appear at multiple locations at once. Accordingly, Ruse must be extremely selective of which battleground to deploy it.
Even with it, they still need the support of strong weapons.
But their alchemic weaponry's still half-baked, right?
That's for sure.
Your boy toy shared a lot with you.
Well, he isn't the type to divulge secrets, but you can thank his stressful home life.
We should destroy this weapon before they finish it.
Agreed. Then we'll be able to apply even more pressure on the Empire.
Am!
Glad you guys came.
That's my line.
All right, everyone, let's head back home.
Miss Maria, can we play out here a little longer?
Goodness, you were out here for so long, but you still want to play more?
Let's go home. I'm starving.
We just ate snacks. You're such a pig.
You can go home. We'll play by ourselves.
No, don't say such mean things.
Please, Miss Maria, can we? Miss Maria! Hey, Miss Maria!
Miss Maria.
What's up? Come on in.
Look at the quality.
Come back anytime.
Welcome! Come again!
Yo! What do you want? Pretty good, yeah? How about this? How about this? How about this? Pretty good, yeah? How about this? How about this? Pretty good, yeah? 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 See ya.
What's the matter? Op details are as... That is all.
Let's do this!
I swear I'm not...
I found them!
Can't relax yet.
Let's end this!
Taste my blade!
Take this! Commander down!
Here you go!
All right. Out of my way! On the attack!
Taste my blade!
This'll be a good
Gently!
You're gonna get...
How do you do this?
Who's the other support to me?
Give me your all!
Take the other!
You okay?
I'm really mad!
Lightning stab!
On a surge.
Sorry.
You ready?
To arms!
You ready?
Here you go! I swear I'm not drunk.
I found them!
Be careful!
You ready for this? I'll murderize.
I'll go on. There you go! We're in their sights!
Who's next? Take this! Who's next?
Let's go!
I'm gonna attack!
Lightning! Whoa. We can do this!
Let's go all out!
Enemy commander down!
Taste my blade!
Give me your all!
You ready?
Sorry!
Be your ears!
Commander down! Good work! Piss me off!
What do we do? All right.
Taste my blade!
Sorry, pal. You okay?
Here you go! Terribly sorry.
Put this together!
All right. It's over already?
Their numbers are rising.
Take this!
Taste my blade!
Let's do this!
Monster-rich. All right.
I'm really mad! See ya!
I'll prove
Intercept
myself.
the enemy!
Reinforcements! Get lost! Let's end this!
Take this!
Doing well. All right. On the let's go! Lightning! We can do this! Enemy commander down! Lightning stab!
Who's next?
Sorry.
You can
handle
the enemy!
this. Reinforcements! We can do this! You ready?
Taste my blade!
Let's do this! Take this! Who's next?
Watch out! Push through! All right.
This'll be good! See ya!
Let's go! Lightning stab! Lightning stab!
Go out with a bang!
Lightning stab!
You ready?
Sorry.
Intercept the enemy! Reinforcements, huh?
Let's get this!
Who's next?
Taste my blade!
Out of my way! Who's next? I'm not done yet. Who's
Let's
next?
go! Can't relax yet. Lightning stab! Enemy commander down! Give me your all! Let's get this! can do this!
Hands are shaking. Sorry, pal.
You have my thanks. To arms!
Take the offensive!
All right, these are support.
Push through!
All right, time to cut loose.
I'll prove myself.
Good work. I'll murder it's over.
We're not done yet.
No way. See ya. See ya. I'm not done. I'm gonna attack.
Going well.
See ya. I'm gonna attack. Try dodging. It's over. Time to cut.
Okay?
Still good?
Once more with me! You have my thanks. 'Twas a worthy foe.
You're still good?
Now you got it.
I'm really mad.
Now you got it.
It's over. I'm really mad. How's this?
To arms!
All right.
Let's go.
Time to cut loose.
Lightning! Oh, right! Roll!
Here you go.
That all you got? Battering wind! Lightning stab! You ready? That all you got? That all you got?
Let's go out with a bang.
Their numbers are rising.
Commander down! That all you got?
Taste my blade!
That all you got? Commander down! That all you got? That all Who's next? Mission complete.
What's the matter? Well done.
What?
How lovely!
Ah.
Poppycock.
Yes. Come on in.
Look at the quality.
Come back anytime.
What's the matter?
Op details are as follows. That's all.
April 5th. The Jutland army departed for the imperial domain of Glotzen.
Shadows rise as darkness falls.
Yes, it's night.
I wonder, is the Valkyria as nocturnal as the rumors claim?
They're not rumors, it's intelligence.
Still, to think it was a night owl. But I guess it's not too surprising, what with its image as a reaper.
Tonight's a surprise attack. I'm sure it won't show up.
Let it. I'll just show that thing the business end of all my training. You hear that, Reaper? Bring it on! I'll tussle with you anytime!
Helena, you're being too loud.
Pray tell, how certain is this information?
Is there any reason to doubt it?
Nay, not as far as I know. But in that case, should we not avoid combat after dusk?
The only thing we should do is complete our missions and keep an eye out for the Valkyria. Same as always. Doesn't matter when. We won't win the war if we avoid fighting at night.
Huh.
Enough talk. Yeah. Let's do this!
I swear I'm not drunk.
Tango sighted.
Let's go! Give it your all!
To arms!
You ready?
Intercept the enemy! I'll go on support.
Take this! Who's next?
Leave the support to me! I'm not like this.
Get lost! Commander down! That all you got?
Terribly sorry.
I swear
Who's
I'm
next?
not drunk.
No match for us.
I'm not drunk.
In the name of Jutland!
Let's end this!
Taste my
Let's
blade!
go all out!
All right.
To arms! Let's go!
Let's go out with a bang!
Lightning! We can do this!
Leave the support to me!
That all you got?
To arms!
You ready?
I'm not like
Who's next?
I swear I'm not drunk. You're gonna get burned!
Commander down! Who's next?
Terribly sorry.
Let's end this! All right,
To
let's
arms!
go!
Lightning stab! I'm getting the hang of this.
To arms!
You ready?
Sorry.
for now, but we can't let our guard down.
I don't intend on relaxing my guard, but the Empire's being moronic. This isn't even a decent defense.
Maybe we just got too dang strong. Right, Pee-Pee?
Something seems amiss.
What does?
This feels too easy by far. We have bypassed much tighter security than this, I believe. 'Tis almost as if we are being invited in.
You heard her. What do you think, Lieutenant?
The princess is right. They're hardly putting up a fight.
Their numbers match the intel.
Could it be that the intelligence is inaccurate?
It came from a reliable source.
This is unlike you. Have you properly confirmed it?
I'm sure it's been verified.
I was asking Amlet.
What do you suggest we do? Turn back?
If only we could. We cannot ignore the reports of the enemy developing new weaponry.
Then we keep going.
Piece of cake, right?
Intercept the enemy! Let's end this!
Leave the support to
All
me!
right.
No match for us.
Out of my way! End this!
Let's go!
Let's go!
All right.
Lightning strike to victory!
That all you got?
To arms!
You ready? Who's next? Who's next?
Ambush!
To arms!
Let's go! Take the offensive! Lightning strike!
No way!
We can do this! Lightning strike! Enemy commander down!
You ready?
On the attack!
Commander down!
Get lost!
Commander down!
Huh? Nothing is here.
Huh? Well, well. What a sad state this is.
Balderdash! A reliable source, my perfect posterior. How's that crow tasting, Captain Clueless?
You don't think this is a...
Uh-oh.
It's a trap.
Now, let the hunt begin.
There's less enemies that way. There are woods past this encirclement.
It may be another trap.
But it's the only way out.
Amlet!
We can't stay here, Captain. We need to split up and head back to the woods.
You're right. Get to the woods and get back to where we rested. Meet back up before dawn.
And if we're late?
We can't wait for stragglers. Come daybreak, we leave.
No.
Criminy, our so-called captain's cold-blooded to the core.
Go, go! Tango sighted.
Form up! Watch this!
You okay?
Take this!
All right.
Let's take this!
All right.
Burn them all! Burn them all! Burn them all!
Commander down! Who's next? On a search.
Burn them all! Burn them all!
Damaged! Push through!
Intercept the enemy!
Reinforcements! Who's next?
Burn them all!
Commander down!
Let's end this!
You okay?
Commander down! Burn them all! All right. Commander down! Burn them all! Who's next? Commander down!
On a search.
What are you looking at?
On a search.
Burn them all! Commander down!
The thrill of the chase.
All units, follow me. Hunt them down.
Hamlet!
It's just you.
Something wrong with that?
Sorry.
For what?
The trap. You were right.
Now is not the time to discuss right or wrong. Our first and only priority is escape.
Yes, of course.
That was the first time
Hmm?
that you apologized to me.
What are you talking about?
Honestly, I am somewhat amazed. Several years have passed since we met at the Institute, but this was the first sorry I've heard from you.
You remember the weirdest things.
For as long as we've known each other, you've always been ahead of me. Even though we were in different classes, it was your name I had to compete with for the top seat and the highest grades. Which is why, during our shared courses, I was curious about your alchemic abilities. Even back then, you were a man of few words.
That's so?
If I may, There was something I wished to ask you.
What's that?
Whenever Hans delivers a report from the battlefront, each time he mentions the death toll, you look so sad.
Casualties are hardly pleasant news.
But of course, I can barely stand to hear about good people getting hurt, or worse. Yet your reaction is different. I can scarcely describe it. You seem pained. Even at the Institute of Alchemy, you were always so tense, never letting anyone get close. I visited the Institute the other day to see the professor.
Professor Charlotte? Why?
Because I wanted to ask how to improve my alchemic ability. Hamlet, have you been attuned to Ragnite since you were a child?
Why do you ask?
I want to be strong like you. I wanted to know how to heighten my power over mana.
I don't know. I've always had this power. An ambush!
I cannot believe we allowed so many to surround us.
The hunt grows most exciting once you've cornered your prey.
I'll never forgive you, Rux! Let's end this! You ready?
To arms! Oh, water! Turn the tides!
You ready?
Their number
Get lost!
Taste my blade!
Burn them all!
Onward to victory!
Get lost!
Taste my blade!
Burn them all! Mission complete.
I am one with the sword.
Oh my, alchemists really are the most dangerous game of all. I'd better treat this wild goose chase like a monster hunt. All units retreat! Return to base! Or what's left of it.
We made it.
Somehow we did.
Sun's almost up. Let's go.
It's morning.
Well then, time to go. Chop chop, captain's orders.
Of all people, it's those two who didn't make it.
So, what's the call?
I'm waiting.
Me too.
So will I.
Are you gonna disobey the captain's orders, Lieutenant?
The rest of you go. I'll find the princess on my own.
If we're gonna wait, we should stay here. We can't afford to miss them.
I'll stay. Everyone, please go look for the captain and the princess.
We better split between those who are going to stay and the search party.
Good grief. All right, I'll be on the search party.
Count me in. If Fifi's nearby, I'll sniff her out for sure.
What the dickens? Why, I never...
Of course. They're an integral part of Vandergen.
First, the search party should...
Hold up. Someone's coming.
What are you doing, Bloom? Hide!
It's the captain!
Fifi!
I'm sorry to have worried you, Sarah.
I'm glad you're safe.
I told you not to wait.
It was my call. I accept responsibility for disobeying orders.
Nuh-uh, I was totally gonna wait for Fifi, no matter what!
Me too. I said we should wait.
If you say that, all of us are guilty.
Well, maybe not Isaac, right?
That's right. Isaac was the only one who was a good soldier.
So true. He's a model military man. We could all learn from him.
Odds bodkins, what are you ragamuffins ragging on me for? I did nothing wrong.
We know. It's a joke, lad. A joke.
Well then.
I'll deal with you all back at base.
But beg pardon? But it was for our sakes that they...
That doesn't mean I'm not grateful for what you did. Thank you, all of you. Let's go.
Yes.
The way the media reported the Battle of Glotzen was the complete opposite for Jutland and the Ruzi Empire. Jutland had reported that they destroyed the enemy base and successfully escaped a large besiegement.
Yes, the people had no idea that they were lured into a trap. And meanwhile, at the Ruzi Empire...
Comrades, Ruse has succeeded in routing the Jutish invasion. The end of winter brings with it the time of awakening, a new beginning for the Ruzi Empire. This huge victory lays an imperial foundation upon which we promise to rebuild our motherland back to eternal greatness.
The time of awakening. That is when you mortals cast away the Azure power. However, such a time will never come to pass. Young fleeting mortals, you will never see the twilight. For I will end everything.
I'm so sorry, Am.
The only consolation is that you came back safely.
Violet, don't meet with your contact for a while.
No can do. On the contrary, he'll suspect me if I don't.
Gotta side with Saul here. They might have been trying to flesh out spies. Like you.
But he's a source of information.
It's for your own good.
Do you agree with the others too?
Of course. Can't do this without you, Vi.
Oh, you're making me tear up. Thanks for worrying, everyone. But I'm going to maintain contact with him.
The operation was a success.
Yes, it was.
To think scattering information would produce such results. Now to expose these vermin infesting our country. Treat every person you meet as an enemy.
Are you in pain, comrade?
It's not as bad as it looks. And I was so close to getting rid of that meddlesome princess.
Focus on recovering for the nonce.
Words can't describe my shame, sire.
Jutland will attempt to recover from their blunder at Glotzen as soon as they are able. However, it's obvious how an operation that is rushed will turn out.
Yes, but with winter ending, we can finally take the initiative, Your Majesty.
Ha!
Councilman Kallenberg.
Yes?
My name is Godot Villefort.
Ah, you.
I take it the captain's told you about me.
Let's move to another location. This isn't the place for our discussion.
The more I look into you all, the heavier it weighs on my heart. I know what you're doing is morally questionable at best, but I can't help but understand.
Then why not leave it at that? Kindly stop looking into us. We chose this path in order to move forward. I'd appreciate if you continue your missions under Amlet, especially if you care for your country.
I intend to.
We don't need anyone's sympathy.
You're quite studious. How splendid. Knowledge will help you grow. Knowledge will help you grow.